Hello students, in this video we will discuss about moment of inertia and radius of gyration. So what is the moment of inertia? जब आप किसी बॉडी को रोटेट कराते हैं, दिस मीन्स इन चैप्टर 3 वी डिस्कस अबाउट इनर्शिया. जब हम किसी बॉडी पे फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं और उस बॉडी की पोजीशन में चेंज करने का ट्राई करते हैं तो बॉडी उस फोर्स का अपोज करती है, ठीक है, और दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज नोन एज इनर्शिया. सिमिलरली मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इज, अगर आप किसी बॉडी को रोटेट कराना चाहते हैं, जैसे आप लोग गेट ओपन करते हैं या आप किसी बॉडी को ऐसे रोटेट कराना चाहते हैं, तो वो बॉडी जो है वो आपकी इस रोटेशनल फोर्स का अपोज करती है, ठीक है, और दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज नोन एज मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. तो व्हाट इज द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया? द टेंडेंसी ऑफ ए रिजिड बॉडी टू रेजिस्ट एंगुलर रोटेशन. To resist angular rotation is known as moment of inertia. It is represented by I. Clear? Or mathematically we can say that it is equal to the sum of product of mass of each particle of the body with the square of its distance from the axis of rotation. This means अगर आप किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को रोटेट कराते हैं, अगर आप इस ऑब्जेक्ट को रोटेट कराएंगे तो आपको इसका एक एक्सिस डिफाइन करना होगा कि आप इसको इस वाले एक्सिस के अबाउट ऐसे रोटेट करा रहे हैं या आपको इस एक्सिस के अबाउट इसको ऐसे रोटेट करा रहे हैं. क्लियर? तो हम कंसीडर करते हैं एक ऑब्जेक्ट जिसमें बहुत सारे पार्टिकल्स हैं m1 m2 m3 एंड सो ऑन mn, और वो इस एक्सिस के अबाउट ऐसे रोटेट कर रही है. क्लियर? और मास m1 जो एक्सिस से डिस्टेंस है r1, डिस्टेंस ऑफ मास m2 फ्रॉम रोटेशनल एक्सिस इज r2 एंड डिस्टेंस ऑफ मास m3 फ्रॉम रोटेशनल एक्सिस इज r3 एंड सो ऑन. So moment of inertia I is equals to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square and so on. This means mn rn square. Clear? And in the form of summation I is equals to sigma I is equals to 1 to n mi ra square, or I is equals to simple mr square. This is the moment of inertia. Unit of moment of inertia is kg meter square and dimension of moment of inertia is ml2, because dimension of mass is m and dimension of r square is l square. Clear? Next, radius of gyration. So what is the radius of gyration? The distance from the center of mass of a body at which the whole mass could be concentrated without changing its moment of inertia about center of mass axis, then this distance is known as radius of gyration. So simply, what is the radius of gyration? अगर आपके पास एक ऑब्जेक्ट है और इस ऑब्जेक्ट का टोटल मास m है, देन इसके सेंटर ऑफ मास एक्सिस से पास होने वाली जो एक्सिस है उसके अबाउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया बेटा अगर कितना है ICM, देन अगर इस सेंटर ऑफ मास एक्सिस से k डिस्टेंस पे आप सेम मास जो इस बॉडी का है इतना ही मास इस पे कंसंट्रेटेड कंसीडर कर लेते हैं कि सेम मास इस पॉइंट पे कंसंट्रेटेड है, देन इस पॉइंट के पे जो मास रखा है उसका इस एक्सिस के अबाउट जो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया होगा वो सेम सेंटर ऑफ मास एक्सिस के अबाउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया के इक्वल होगा. देन आई सेंटर ऑफ मास, दिस मींस मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट सेंटर ऑफ मास इज इक्वल्स टू mk स्क्वायर अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस फॉर्मूला इज इक्वल्स टू mk स्क्वायर. सो k स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू आई सेंटर ऑफ मास अपॉन टोटल मास, दिस मींस कैपिटल M, और k इज इक्वल्स टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ आई सेंटर ऑफ मास अपॉन कैपिटल M. दिस इज द radius of gyration, and unit of radius of gyration is meter and dimension of radius of gyration is L. Clear? Now we discuss relation between rotational energy and moment of inertia. Relation between rotational energy and moment of inertia. So for this we consider a system of particles in which there are n particles. So we will discuss relation between rotational kinetic energy and moment of inertia. This means mi. Clear? So we consider a n particle system in which our first mass is m1, second m2, third m3, fourth m4 and so on mn. Let the velocity of mass m1 is v1, linear velocity, mass m2 v2, m3 v3 and so on mn Vn, and the distance of mass m1 from rotational axis is r1, m2 is r2, and m3 is r3, and so on, mn is rn. Then we know that v1, this means linear velocity, is equals to r1 omega, v2 is equals to r2 omega, v3 is equals to r3 omega, and so on, vn is equals to rn omega. Clear? Where omega is the angular velocity and v1 is the linear velocity. Clear? Now the rotational kinetic energy of the system. So the rotational kinetic energy of the system is given by, kinetic energy of the system is given by half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square plus half m3 v3 square, and so on, half mn vn square. Now we can change 1 upon 2 m1 v1 to r1 omega. So r1 square omega square plus half m2 r2 square omega square plus half m3 r3 square omega square, and so on, plus half mn rn square omega square. So kinetic energy is equals to half omega square m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus, and so on, mn rn square. Clear? So kinetic energy is equals to 1 upon 2 omega square. This can be written as sigma I is equals to 1 to n mi ri square. This means kinetic energy is equals to half omega square, and we know that this is the moment of inertia of the system, so I. So kinetic energy is equals to half I omega square. This is the relation between kinetic energy and moment of inertia. Clear? This is the relation between kinetic energy and moment of inertia. Now we discuss some moment of inertia of some objects. So our first object is circular ring. So what is the moment of inertia of the circular ring? So our first object is moment of inertia of a circular ring about an axis passing through its center of mass. Passing through its center of mass. So let us consider a circular ring of radius capital R, and O is the center of mass of the ring. Then moment of inertia about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its plane is given as, so moment of inertia of this object I is equals to m r square, where r is the radius of the ring and m is the total mass. Total mass of the ring is equals to capital. Clear? Second, moment of inertia of a circular disc of radius capital R about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its plane. This means moment of inertia of a circular disc of radius r about an axis passing through its center of mass. Clear? So moment of inertia about this axis can be given as center of mass radius r, and this is the center of mass axis, and total mass of the disk is capital M. So moment of inertia I is equals to 1/2 mr square. This is the moment of inertia of a circular disc. Clear? Next is moment of inertia of a uniform rod. Next is moment of inertia of a uniform rod about an axis perpendicular to its length. Clear? So next is moment of inertia moment of inertia of a thin rod about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its length. So let us consider a rod of length capital L and mass, this means total mass of the rod is capital. Then moment of inertia about an axis passing through its center of mass, this is center of mass of rod, and perpendicular to its length is I is equals to ml square upon 2l. So this is the moment of inertia about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its length. Clear? So this is the moment of inertia of some objects. Now we discuss a relation between moment of inertia and angular momentum. Moment of inertia and angular momentum. So our next topic is relation between moment of inertia and angular momentum. Relation between moment of inertia and angular momentum. So we know that moment of inertia I is equals to mr square. Question first. And we also know that v is equals to r omega. Question second. And momentum can be given as L is equals to r cross p. Clear? Magnitude of angular momentum is equals to r cross p. So we can write L is equals to r cross p is equals to m into v. So L is equals to r cross m and v is equals to r omega. So L is equals to mr square omega. So L is equals to where mr square is equals to moment of inertia I and omega. So this is the relation between angular momentum and moment of inertia. L is equals to I omega, where omega is the angular velocity, I is the moment of inertia of the object, and L is the angular momentum of the object. Clear? Now we discuss a special type of motion which is known as rolling. Now we discuss a special type of motion which is known as rolling. So what is rolling? Rolling is the motion of a wheel. This means जैसे आपने साइकिल व्हील देखा होगा, तो साइकिल व्हील के अंदर क्या होता है? साइकिल व्हील जब बेटा मोशन करता है तो साइकिल व्हील का ये जो सेंटर ऑफ मास है, ये जो पॉइंट है, ये ट्रांसलेशनल मोशन करता है इस डायरेक्शन with velocity vcm, where vcm is the velocity of center of mass, but ये जो पॉइंट्स हैं, जो सरकमफ्रेंस पे बेटा पॉइंट्स हैं, ये सब कैसे मोशन करते हैं? ये रोटेशनल मोशन करते हैं, क्लियर, विद वेलोसिटी, दिस मीन्स एंगुलर वेलोसिटी ओमेगा. सो लेट अस कंसीडर the angular velocity of the wheel is omega and moment of inertia of the wheel about an axis passing through its center of mass is I. Clear? And the velocity of center of mass is VCM. Then total kinetic energy of rolling. तो total kinetic energy of rolling is equals to linear kinetic energy plus rotational kinetic energy. So we know that linear kinetic energy half m square plus rotational kinetic energy half I omega. So this is the total kinetic energy of rolling, where capital M is the mass of the wheel and Vcm is the velocity of the center of mass and I is the moment of inertia of the wheel about an axis passing through its center of mass. This means अगर इस तरीके से रोटेट कर रहा है तो इसका सेंटर ऑफ मास एक्सिस बेटा ये होगा जो परपेंडिकुलर टू दिस सरफेस हो जाना है एंड ओमेगा इज द एंगुलर वेलोसिटी. तो दिस इज द रोलिंग ऑफ ए मोशन. क्लियर?